Okay. Guys, from sea to shining sea, Americans sick of government bailouts and wasteful spending are taken to the streets. You're looking at Washington, Atlanta, Tampa, and Chicago, 4 of about 40 protests across the land. They're saying things like, "Welcome to France." That was my French accent. And, yeah, that was my best I got there. "Hands off my piggy bank." We're joined now by one of those protesters, John O'Hara from the Heartland Institute. John, with the first question, man, is this not fringe? And second question, I do not want the Republican Party or the quote-unquote right pretending that they're part of these protests. We're protesting the right and the Republicans too. Am I correct?
Two great points. Number one, no, it's not fringe. I'd say for every person you have out there, there's 1,000 people at home yelling at the TV saying, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore." As far as the Republican Party, no, nobody owns this. There are offenders on the left and the right. And this is just a group of ordinary citizens getting together and saying this runaway government spending has to stop, and this is not a fringe idea.
But John, I got to ask you, realistically, what sort of impact do you think this is going to have? It's kind of like the protests happen one day. Really, are we going to remember this in a few months or a year or so? I mean, really, what do you think realistically is the impact here?
No, I mean, it's a great question. We've gotten a lot of press attention. We've had thousands of people sign up on Facebook for it to support the group, and that's just for the D.C. effort. We've got thousands of names that's submitted to our website, AmericanTeaParty.com, with folks saying, "I want to start one in my town. I want to start one in my city. I want to do one next week. I want to do one on tax day." There's a lot of momentum behind this, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, well, what's the plan? Where do you want it to go? What are you expecting? What's the end result here? Because frankly, it seems like we're stuck with these. We're going to be saddled with this budget. We're going to be saddled with this kind of spending going forward. What change do you expect out of this?
I expect there to be more tea parties. I expect there to be more people to stand up. I think more and more people sitting at home might realize that they're not the only ones looking at what's going on and saying this is crazy. And hopefully politicians at the local, state, and federal level will wake up and say, we'll see that this is a widespread idea, and they'll wake up and if they want to keep their jobs.
John, that's just it. I've been fighting on SpokeUp.com saying that we have to preempt their preemptivity because they're going to promise more doom and say they've got to do something else soon.
Right.
How do you stop the next one? You've got to tell people ahead of time that you got to stop the next one that's coming down the pike.
Absolutely. All you can do is tell your neighbors, tell your friends, call your elected representatives, and tell them how you feel. What else can we do? And get the word out there. And I think we made a real impact today, and I think we'll continue to.
Thanks for fighting that good fight, man.
All right.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Hey, John, thanks for joining us. Well, you're